Towards the end of 2019, we decided to take a break from touring. We'd been on the road consecutively for a really long time, and we were starting to get uninspired because we were basically just doing the same thing, over and over for the last few years, and we weren't evolving our sound. So we decided to take a pause and get back in the studio and really just try to figure out what it was that inspired us, what we connect with in an authentic way that really made us excited to make music again. Before we even started messing around with new stuff, we actually just started listening to old records, pulling out stuff from like Underworld and Uncle and Sasha, Eric Prydz, M83, Brian Eno, that kind of stuff that really drew us to electronic music in the first place when we first got into it. But then also listening to some of the newer progressive and melodic techno stuff that was inspiring us, things like All Day a Dream and Yours Vorn, Lane 8, Yoto, Kidnap, and trying to find a place where we were able to go back to our roots but incorporate all the things we'd learned in the past 15 years, producing so many different styles of music. So we wanted to be able to combine those two things into something new. Once that clicked in, we just dove in and we were writing a new song almost every day. Pretty soon it was, kind of obvious that we were working on an album.
Every day I'd wake up and I'd go around and take a walk around my street for about an hour or so, just to get some exercise and get some inspiration. I'm not really sure why, but so many of these walks brought back so many forgotten memories of my past. We started this journey a long time ago, and so much has happened in the past years that you forget all these beautiful moments that you've had, all these defining moments that really have a huge impact on your life. So every morning after those walks, I go straight in the studio and just put down an idea. It's a riff, a beat or something, and just try not to think too much about it or confine myself with any boundaries. I knew that Ned was going to show up later on in the day, and he was either going to tell me he loved it or he hated it. And from there, we would just figure out what we needed to do and get inspired together and move forward. When you work with someone for a long time, you really build a sense of trust. It goes way beyond just friendship and sharing experiences. It's really just deep-rooted in knowing that the person that you're creating with shares a very similar understanding of the music and the origins of where it's coming from.
I think my role in our group has always been about finding the best chords and harmonic structure to fit around the riffs that Osama comes up with. He's a guitar player, so all of his guitar instincts at this time are really translating beautifully into this new sound. And a lot of the times we would take his initial riffs and turn them into synth lines, but we also would keep these original guitar things in the song. Sometimes because they added a good texture, but also almost as like the, DNA of the song that we wanted to just kind of bury in there. Even if you couldn't hear it, we knew it was there. One of the things that really interests us with making music is mixing light moments with dark moments, finding things that have an edge and something that's peaceful or happy, and combining those two things, because life is kind of, a mix of those two things. So we try to combine the light moments with the dark moments, the energetic moments with calm feelings.
The last vocal we got on the album was from Richard Walters. We had such a great time connecting with him on Solid Gold Love that we sent him another record, and he came back with the song Something Everything. The line that kind of hit home for us was find something that means everything to you now. It literally felt like it summed up everything we had been working on. And when you look at it from a broader perspective, it really feels like this year has made people look at what's important to them.
When we first started making music, all of the songs that we released came out on vinyl, and that moment where we actually got the vinyl itself, the physical copy, was super exciting. It was kind of a celebratory moment. Being able to run your hands over the physical grooves of the music, reading the liner notes, that was all something that, we never stopped loving. So we thought it was really important to have this album out on vinyl and to be able to come full circle to where it all started. It feels like music's going back to a place where people are just making what they love again and trusting that people who also love it will find it. And I think when you have something that you love, a physical memento of that becomes really important to you.